Jurassic World Rebirth hides far more than dinosaurs and explosions. Beneath all the chaos, the film is packed with blink and miss clues, secret callbacks, visual foreshadowing, and background details that even hardcore fans overlook. Today, we uncover 16 hidden moments buried inside the movie, and each one makes the story look completely different once you notice it. If1. A dinosaur reflection. Hidden in a broken mirror. One of the earliest hidden moments in Jurassic World Rebirth appears in a shattered laboratory mirror. For half a second, a raptor silhouette flickers across the broken glass, framed by sparks and flickering lights. Nothing moves in the room, no actors react, and the camera cuts almost instantly. It is such a tiny detail that most viewers never notice it, but it serves a very intentional purpose. This brief reflection secretly foreshadows the containment breach that happens much later in the film, hinting that a predator has already slipped out long before anyone realizes it. The raptor's shape is unmistakable if you freeze the frame, but during normal viewing it feels like a ghost in the background. But if that blink and you miss it, reflection was subtle, the next hidden moment literally revealed the ending right at the start. 2. The first scene shows a map with the ending already spoiled. The movie's opening shot quietly exposes the entire finale. A digital island map flickers on a control room screen, showing evacuation routes and safe zones. For less than a second, one highlighted route leads directly to the film's final escape point, revealing a major plot detail before the characters even face danger. Most audiences focus on the technician typing in the foreground, completely missing the spoiler glowing right behind him. It is one of those background hints that only becomes obvious during a rewatch, when the ending is already known. And if a map secretly spoiling the ending was bold, the next hidden moment is even more shocking, because the movie reveals its biggest creature long before the official reveal. 3. The hybrid dinosaur's eye appears in the background. Before its reveal during the genetics chamber sequence, sharp viewers might catch a faint amber blink hiding behind a reflective storage tank. It is the eye of the hybrid dinosaur, watching scientists from inside the shadows. The timing is incredibly precise. Right as a thunderbolt flashes, that glowing pupil opens for one frame, then disappears as the room goes dark again. The filmmakers intentionally placed this micro detail to suggest the hybrid is aware, observant, and far more intelligent than anyone assumes. Most fans never spot the blink because the scene is filled with moving lights and busy monitors. But if a hidden prehistoric eye was creepy, the next detail is wild because it brings back someone from 9 years earlier without a single line of dialogue. 4. A park worker. From the first Jurassic World returns, silently in a blink and miss. Hallway shot. A lone technician is seen sweeping fallen debris. What most fans overlook is that this man is played by the exact same actor who appeared as a background worker in the original Jurassic World. He does not speak, he barely faces the camera, but he wears a stitched old blue uniform patch from the original park. The cameo was never announced, never marketed, and never explained. It quietly suggests that not everyone abandoned the island. Some employees simply never left, surviving through disasters and rebuilding their lives among dinosaurs. But if a silent returning character was subtle, the next moment is even crazier because it hides the entire origin of Owen's raptor control in a tiny screen. 5. Owen's hand gesture is seen in a security camera feed. Right before the raptor training sequence, a background monitor shows footage of Owen practicing the hand gesture alone during the night. It lasts half a second, buried behind blinking red warnings. But this moment explains something important. The raptors obey him later not because he improvises, but because he has spent hours mastering that posture in secret. Few viewers notice, yet this small clip adds new depth to his relationship with the dinosaurs. And if a tiny monitor revealed hidden training, the next clue flips the entire outbreak storyline on its head. 6. A warning sign shows the real cause of the outbreak. In the laboratory, a hazard label sits behind a doctor's shoulder. It reads thermal instability in gene tanks, which completely reframes the movie. It suggests the meltdown that triggers the dinosaur escape was not sabotage or villain interference. It was a scientific failure caused by unstable biotanks overheating. This background detail, visible for only 2 seconds, quietly reveals the truth before any character figures it out. But if one warning label could rewrite the plot, the next small prop changes everything about how the staff navigated danger. 7. Claire's bracelet. Changes color. Based on danger level. Claire wears a blinking wristband that changes color depending on nearby threat levels. Green for safety, yellow for moderate danger, red for active predator proximity. This motion tracking prop works like a subtle visual tension bar throughout the movie. The prop team later confirmed that very few viewers noticed the color shifts because scenes were so chaotic. But if a tiny wristband tracked danger, the next moment is legendary because it connects directly back to the original Jurassic Park from 1993. 8. Rexy has a hidden scar from Jurassic Park. In a dimly lit forest shot, the iconic T-Rex briefly turns her head, revealing the old raptor claw scar from the 1993 final battle. Lighting hides it in almost every scene, but for a few frames the old wound becomes visible. This confirms that the Rexy in Rebirth is the same dinosaur fans met over 30 years ago. It is a nostalgic detail that rewards sharp eyes and longtime fans of the franchise. 9. A transport truck license plate references Isla Sorna. One of the easiest details to miss appears during a chaotic transport scene. As a supply truck pulls into frame, the license plate briefly reads SRN 97. Hardcore Jurassic fans will recognize this instantly. It refers to Isla Sorna, the location from The Lost World released in 1997. This tiny code implies that unused equipment from Site B was quietly moved into the facilities featured in Jurassic World Rebirth, suggesting deeper connections between the islands than the characters ever mentioned. It is a blink and miss reference placed only on one truck and shown only when the camera pans to the left. Most viewers never catch it because the action is fast, loud, and filled with visual chaos. But if a hidden plate linked islands together, the next moment is even crazier because it hides a dinosaur right in front of everyone. 10. A baby dinosaur appears behind fallen leaves. After an explosion shakes the jungle floor, most people focus on the actors stumbling through the debris. Yet behind a pile of scorched leaves, a tiny compy sprints across the frame. The movement is so quick and the shot so brief that even fans who rewatch multiple times often miss it. Animators later confirmed they slipped the micro creature in as an inside joke, a tiny reward for eagle-eyed viewers who love scanning the background for secrets. The compy has no impact on the scene, no presence before or after, and no story connection. It exists purely as a fun hidden moment. But if a baby dinosaur cameo was clever, the next detail is even wilder because it connects directly to the original founder of Jurassic Park. 11. A lab screen shows original Hammond blueprints. Deep in the genetics lab, a scientist holds a tablet filled with open schematics. For only 2 frames, John Hammond's original 1990s blueprint sketches appear minimized in a small window. These include park fencing layouts, early raptor containment notes, and the iconic amber extraction diagram. It is confirmation that the scientists in Rebirth were not simply improving Hammond's ideas. They were reverse engineering his abandoned work line by line. This background detail reinforces the theme that the past is never gone in the Jurassic universe. The legacy of Hammond remains deeply embedded in every new disaster. But if hidden Hammond documents were shocking, the next moment is even more surprising because it uses real volcanic history as a secret reference. 12. The volcano scene uses a hidden real-world Easter egg. During the eruption sequence, lava rolls down a hillside with a very specific motion. When compared frame by frame, the pattern matches an actual 2018 volcanic eruption used by VFX artists as reference footage. Even the rock shapes and break lines mimic real-world geology. The team left this intentional Easter egg as a nod to scientists and fans who appreciate realism in natural disasters. The lava's movement is so accurate that volcanologists online commented on how true-to-life the flow looked. Unless viewers know to compare actual footage, this detail goes unnoticed. But if the volcano hid real science, the next moment is even crazier because it reveals a character who survived a whole different island. Before we continue, hit subscribe so you never miss these hidden movie breakdowns again. 13. A security guard wears a patch. With Site B survivor. In a security checkpoint scene, a guard lifts his vest for only a moment, revealing a badge partially covered by straps. The words Site B survivor appear in faded embroidery, referencing the survivors of Isla Sorna. This clue suggests the guard worked in dinosaur containment long before the events of Rebirth. It also implies his fear and caution come from past trauma, not just training. The costume team later confirmed the patch was made intentionally to expand the universe without spending a single line of dialogue. But if a hidden badge revealed a survivor, the next detail is even more intense because it foreshadows the final kill long before it happens. 14. A dino skeleton in the museum. Foreshadows the final kill. In the museum wing, an oversized fossil sits in the corner of a long shot. Most viewers ignore it, but the bite pattern across its ribcage matches the exact attack used in the final battle of the film. The prop team planted this clue deliberately, hinting at how the hybrid dinosaur would eventually die. It is a brilliant piece of visual storytelling. Anyone who studies the fossil closely can predict the ending before the climax even begins. It is a detail designed for fans who love exploring every inch of a set for hidden meaning. But if a fossil predicted the final kill, the next hidden moment is even more shocking because technology catches what humans miss. 15. A drone camera. Capture shows a dinosaur tail the characters miss. At headquarters, characters review drone footage of a forest sweep. While they focus on a cluster of broken trees, a tail flick appears deep in the corner. The creature was stalking them far earlier than they realized. Most viewers overlook this because the scene is filled with fast cuts and tense dialogue. The shot quietly confirms that the hybrid dinosaur was observing them the entire time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But if drone footage captured a secret stalker, the final hidden moment is even more powerful because it mirrors the whole film with eerie precision. 16. The final shot mirrors the opening shot perfectly. The movie ends exactly the way it begins, using the same camera rise, the same tilt, the same pan, and the same framing. In the opening, the world looks calm and hopeful. In the ending, that same shot reveals a landscape overtaken by destruction and chaos. This symmetry closes the visual loop of the film, showing how everything has changed despite the camera repeating the same motion. It is one of the most artistic hidden details in the entire movie, and many fans only notice it on rewatch.